A huge issue with democracy, especially now, is that it thrives off of unhappiness, no matter where that unhappiness comes from. You might notice people who don't make any serious effort to fix their health, who don't try and get good at something, who just make no long-term commitments to anything, and just do what makes them happy in the short term, have no problem committing their entire soul to the world of politics. And they're very serious about it. They can get very, very upset about it. They get very egotistical about it, very narcissistic about it. They begin to judge everyone else purely off of it, everyone else and everything. They pay more attention to a Washington, D.C. they have next to no interface with over fixing the problems that affect their personal life. Because being at the bottom of the hierarchy that democracy is, a hierarchy of influence, naturally, he will be under its greatest influence. In fact, he is so low because he has no influence over his own life. Now, it is true that politicians do need your votes and they do want your votes, but in a society without any unified beliefs, politicians, the people at the top of the hierarchy of influence, can influence you into wanting things that don't necessarily have to be important, true, or even real. Many so-called civil and equal rights activists try to convince me and are convinced themselves that they just want massive understatement. You give them the one thing they just want, that will not be the end, but only the beginning. They will just want something else, or the goalposts of what they just want will shift massively. And these political externalists will never be happy, so quit the appeasement. Even if they get everything they want, their personal lives will still suck, and power fantasy is their coping mechanism. The words "I just want to exist" are a joke at this point because they're used by people who very well have the right to exist within the United States. That is not going away anytime soon to demand something, some behavior, or some access from someone. At the very least, they seem to have this very, very mended definition for people who are pretty down bad, like the type of person brought up in the beginning of the video. Politics can be a deterministic and externalized cope, so although it may seem like these people are from a different reality, or at the very, very least have a very weird definition of what the word exist means, the idea that the world hates you and is out to get you for existing is a very seductive idea and a very powerful narrative for people who are not in a good spot in life.